Hello students, so as you know that you are going to have your half yearly exam soon, so for that the syllabus for maths will be up to lesson 6 and we have a lot of time, so I think we will complete our syllabus because 50% we have to complete. Okay students, and as you know that maths is all about what? Practicing, right students? So every time you should not waste your time. Okay, whatever time you will get, you have to do practicing. Okay students, so multiplication table, right students? But every time you should recall that, okay? Because the next chapter we are going to start is our division. Okay, so you know that while we are doing multiplication, where we are doing division, every time multiplication is very very important. So do not forget to recall every time multiplication times table. And one more thing I want to tell you students, as you know that we are going to have our half yearly exam as online, so until it will not means until it is dependent upon the situation. Okay, so if it will be all right, the institution will reopen, then it may be something else, but for now we have to prepare for online examination and you have to keep this thing in your head. Okay, and you know that half yearly exam is of 80 marks, so you have to do, you have to learn how to do time management. And how you will learn that? If you do practicing, because when you will do practice, then you will learn that how to manage time. Okay, because for 80 marks you will have a lot of questions, so for that you need more time to solve. Okay students, as we are trying to conduct our examination so fairly, and that's why it is important that we should maintain the time properly. Okay students, so for that I want to tell you that utilize your time properly, and I will help you 100%. Okay, from my side I will give you the revision part. Okay, I will do some I will give you some worksheets, or for your practicing, so that it will give you more push, so that you can do every time, you can solve every problem. Okay students, and one more thing is that here today I will this topic will be finished, and after that you will have your chapter checkup. So generally chapter checkup consists of all the exercises, all the problems. That means it's mixed means mixed up of that whole chapter. Okay, so that one you try to do, because that one is the most important part. Okay, whatever you learned from this chapter, so that one will be checked if you have done that chapter checkup. Okay, so there whatever you understood, whatever you have learned, so that one you can explore there. Okay, so try to solve that. But before that I will show you how to use addition models, because earlier also what are the models, what are the bar diagram. With the help of that we can find out the operation, what operation we have to decide. Okay, so that one help us. So I will show you addition, subtraction and multiplication models. So you know about addition and subtraction models, but till I will show you how to do that. Okay, and then I will show you the multiplication times model. Okay, so exercise 3.9 is all about that. Okay, so I'll give you examples also for your better understanding, and we will solve the questions also. Okay, so without doing any delay, let's start today's video. So here you can see I have written problem solving using model. Okay, so problem solving using model. So here model means bar diagram. Okay, so bar diagram help us to decide that means that model is the quantities in a problem sum using a bar diagram. Okay, so the relationship between the quantities can often help you to decide how to solve it. Okay students, so let's start with addition model. So here I have taken one example. So we will solve this problem. Okay, so this one is from your exercise 3.9. This example I have taken from exercise 3.9. Question number 3. Okay, a factory produces 600 erasers a day. One day it made 175 more than that number. How many erasers had it made that day? So here you can see it is given that in one day 600 erasers a factory produces, and in some other day 175 more than that. More than that means what? More than 600 erasers it produces. Then we have to find out that on that day how many erasers were produced. Okay, so you can see we don't know the erasers means total erasers. Okay, so that one I remained blank. Okay, question mark you can see. So in the first day, in one day it made what? 600 erasers, and it is said that in another day 175 more erasers. So if we add them, then we will get this. If we add these two boxes, we will get this, right students? So here with the help of this bar diagram we come to know that we have to do which operation. We have to do what? Addition. So you have to just add here. So 600 plus 175, if we add, we'll get 775. So at last you have to write the statement that therefore it had made 775 erasers that day. Okay, so in this way you have to draw the what? Addition models, and this will help you to find the operation. Next I will tell you about subtraction model. So subtraction model, so here also one example I have taken. So most probably this is question number 7, I think. So here you can see I have written the question. A wall is to be made out of 395 bricks. So far 186 bricks have been laid. How many more have to be laid? Okay, so here you see one wall is there. So there it is what? 395 brick. With that it will be complete. So far, that means till now 186 bricks have been laid already. Then you have to find out that how many more are left. Okay, so I have drawn the model, you can see. So this bar is showing the total bricks. Okay, so total bricks is how much? 395. So already laid 186. So you can see this portion is blank. Okay, so here we need something more, right? Then only it will be equal to this. So how can we find out this portion? If we subtract this portion from this, then we will find out this, right students? So this is how we have to draw subtraction model. Okay, so you can see total 395 and 186 already laid. If we subtract that, then we will get that how many bricks have to be laid. Okay, so if we subtract that, we'll get 209, and at last you have to write therefore 209 bricks have to be laid. Now the new term, that is multiplication model. So you have already done a multiplication and subtraction model, but you don't know about multiplication models, right students? So I'll tell you how to draw that. So here also I have taken one example. So again I have taken one example from your 3.9 exercise, question number 2. A circus clown came in with 7 dogs cart. If each cart had 10 dogs, how many dogs in all? Okay, so here first of all you have to understand the question. Okay, a circus clown came in with what? 7 dogs cart. Okay, so that clown came up with what? 7 dogs cart. If each cart had 10 dogs, that means in one cart how many dogs? 10 dogs. Okay, how many dogs in all? So you have to find out how many dogs are there in 7 dogs cart, right students? So what you have to do, how you can draw that? So here you can see we can represent dogs cart with one bar, right? So one bar I have taken, so this one is one bar. Okay, and we know that one dog's cart contains what? 10 dogs. Okay, that means in one cart there are 10 dogs. Okay, similarly that clone came up with what? 7 dogs cart. Okay, 7 dogs cart. So 7 carts are there. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I have drawn 7 carts. And why I have written 10? Because in each cart there are 10 dogs. Okay, that's why I have written 10. So how can we find out this one? If we multiply 10 with 7, then we will get it, right students? So when you are drawing this kind of model, so it helps us to find that we have to apply what? Multiplication. So we can say that bar diagram shows us that we must what? Do multiplication to find out the total number of dogs. Okay, so here 10 dogs in each cart. There are total what? 7 carts. Okay, so if we multiply, we will get 70. So at last you can say that therefore 70 dogs in all. This is question number 4. A popular TV program shows 12 advertisements during every break. If there are 6 breaks during the program, how many advertisements does it telecast? Okay, so here it is asked that we have to find out what? The number of advertisement. Okay, but it is given that that TV show shows 12 advertisement in each break. That means in one break 12 advertisement, then again in another break it shows 12 advertisement, and total we have what? 6 breaks. Okay, there are 6 break, and in one break there are 12 advertisement. So I have to find out the total number of advertisement. Okay students, so how can you do that? So here you can see I have written, we can represent one break with one bar. Okay, one break with one bar. And why I have written 12 here? Because in one break there are 12 advertisement. So one bar represent what? 12 advertisement. So like that we have to draw what? 6 breaks, right? 6 breaks. So 6 bar, yeah, I have drawn 6 bar. 1 2 3 4 5 6. And why I have written 12? Because in each bar, okay, that means in each break there are 12 advertisement. So 12 12 12 12 like this way. So when you will see you have to do this one repeatedly, then we have to decide that we have to use what? Multiplication. So 12 into 6 we have to do, because 12 is the number of advertisement and 6 number of breaks. Okay, 6 breaks were there and 12 advertisement in each break. Okay, so if we multiply that we will get 72. Therefore we can conclude that it is therefore it telecasts 72 advertisement. Okay students, so like this way you have to do. Now let's see some questions from your exercise 3.9. So here you can see question number 5 I have written. At the school fair, the ice cream stall sold 225 ice creams. 83 ice creams were left unsold. How many ice creams were there in the beginning? Okay, so now we have to find out that total number of ice cream at the beginning, because some of the ice cream unsold and some of the ice cream had already sold. Okay, so here you can see I have drawn one bar diagram. So total number of ice cream at the beginning we have to find out. So that one we don't know, so we can write it as what? Question mark. So ice cream in the beginning, that one we have to find out. Now ice cream that is already sold, how much? 225, and unsold is what? 83. So this one I have written unsold and this one already sold. Okay, so if we add these two, then definitely we'll get this, right students? So by looking at this bar diagram, we can decide that we have to use what? Addition. Okay, so 225 and 83 we have to add. So the answer is 308. So you can write that therefore 308 ice creams were there in the beginning. Okay students, so already I have done many questions here, as I have shown you as the example also. So I think only 2, I think question number 1 and question number 6 is not done. Okay, so you try that, because if everything will be done by me, then you will not get interest to do it, right? So you read the question, you try to understand, and you do it in your copy, and whatever I have shown here, so that one also you write it. Okay, as exercise 3.9 from 1 to question number 7. Okay students, 7 problems are there already. I have solved 5 questions, so only 2 are left, so that 2 you try to do. Okay, then it will be one type of practice for you also. Okay, and do not forget to practice chapter checkup. Okay, and also you write this thing. Okay, and the 2 question also you write it in your copy, and in my next video I will start a new chapter. Until that you practice this whole chapter. Okay students, so thank you so much.